Did he once tell you that if we had just done something illegal or questionable, a minute later, we would never ever talk about
Absolutely, absolutely. He said, Mike, if you and I did something, 30 seconds later you ask me about it, I'm gonna say, what are you talking about? Why would we talk about it? And he's right, think about it. What do you got to say? It's done, it's over, unless there was a problem that you know. But my dad was so cautious that way early on. We speak in the house, we go in the bathroom, he turns on the faucets, he flushes the toilet, and our heads are in the faucet. I thought he was out of his mind, you know? But he was, and you know what? He was right. They put a bug in our house when the house was being built. And there was a lot of recordings with him and my mom mostly, nonsense stuff, but he was right about that.
Right. And so that night was slowly the beginning of the end for you in that life. It was that, meeting your wife, and you starting to realize that I can't be here in the long run. You're gonna have to find a way out.
Yeah. You know, a lot of guys were turning informant. Two guys that I knew for a long time, I found out they were working with police for over 20 years. The racketeering laws were coming in. I said, man, we're in trouble here.
The RICO Act really worked.
No doubt.
And it broke something that looked unbreakable. The omerta, the code, the ritual that had worked for, I don't know, hundreds of years.
Yes.
Now they found something that almost broke that.
Yes. You know, they always say it was the young guys in that life that couldn't stand up like the old guys. Not true, Brian. Not true. A lot of old timers cooperated. A lot of bosses cooperated because they didn't have the laws. Look, 30, 40 years ago, you got a 10-year sentence. You did 3 or 4 or 5 years, no big deal. You come out. You got 15 years, you're doing 6 or 7, no problem. Nobody was really flipping, becoming informants. Under the racketeering law, you're getting 100 years. No bail, Sentencing Reform Act, no parole. You can't fight this. They tell a guy, hey, you want to cooperate? If not, get comfortable in your jail so you're going to spend the rest of your life here. Guys don't stand up under that. It's not easy. Not easy, man. So I saw all these things happening, and me, I had a 14 agency task force that was designed just to put me away. I beat them 5 times. I said, how many times am I going to beat them? They're going to put me away. And when they do, I'm done. That's it. I'm going to spend the rest of my life in jail. So I knew it was falling apart.
It was only a matter of time. This was
only a matter of time.
The new technology that would have broke anybody, anytime. It didn't matter your dedication, the old schoolness. It was just, the results were so dire. Like you said, you spent the rest of your life in jail. Whereas before, it was very hard to prove that you had given the order. That whole structure of the mafia is set up to protect the top, which keeps it alive.
That's right.
And the RICO cut right through that.
Cut right through it. Right. Giuliani put all the bosses on trial. That never happened before. Not all of them, and the whole commission. And what are their sentences? 100 years. And what did they really do? It was some union scheme. It was, I don't want to say it was no big deal. I don't want to get people, but I mean, they're not killing people and bringing drugs. It was a union scheme. They were shaking down people for money. You get 100 years for that?